Let me show you my earnings from Woolworths. In that week, I worked total 16 plus 7, which is 23 hours, and the total money I earned was... My rate in Rebel was $30.5 for weekdays, which is the base rate, and then I was paid $40.97 for Sunday. So my total weekly earnings would be $720 plus $800. What's up everyone? In this video, I will be showing how much money I was earning every single week in Australia from my 2 part-time jobs. How did I get the job? How much was I paid per hour? You will get to know every single thing in this video. Also, I might be the first person to reveal my pay slips where I will be showing how much money exactly I am earning from both of these jobs. This video is going to be super interesting. So before I got my full-time engineering job, I was doing 2 part-time jobs last year. One of my job was in Woolworths, which is one of the biggest super shop in Australia. Basically, if you don't know what Woolworths is, people buys groceries, beauty products, frozen food, including meat and milk from Woolworths. Now the question is, how much was I paid per hour? You will get to know very soon. But first, let me tell you how I got the job. I first came in Australia in 2017 for studying civil engineering at the UTS. And since then, I have worked in many part-time jobs, starting from Macca's, which is McDonald's, and then I worked for Uber Eats. I also worked for my university, which is the University of Technology, Sydney. Maybe I have to share all those experiences in a separate video. And then COVID happened and I was stuck in Bangladesh for 2 years. Finally, in 2022, I came back to Australia. Since I resigned from my old jobs, I had to start from scratch. So I made a very good CV and started applying online everywhere. I applied for retail jobs like Nike, Adidas, Rebel. Then I also applied for the supermarkets like Woolworths, Coles, and I really got lucky. Within a week, I got invited for 3 interviews. One from Woolworths, one from Rebel, and the other one from JB Hi-Fi. I went for my first interview, which was for Woolworths. It was a group interview and we were 5 people. They asked us some scenario-based questions and we were also given some group tasks. I found the interview quite easy and fortunately, I did pretty good as well. And within 2 days, I got called from Woolworths and they confirmed that I was selected. And that's how my journey with Woolworths started. My experience in Woolworths was amazing. It was a small metro, but the team was super fun. Everyone was friendly and supportive. We worked hard, but enjoyed harder. Yes, some of the days were tough. You might feel frustrated and tired, but you just have to push yourself. Or maybe take a break if possible. Alright, let me show you my earnings from Woolworths. Finally, revealing my weekly earnings from Woolworths. As you can see, the pay period is for a week from April last year. The total number of hours I worked is 14 plus 8, 22 hours in 2 days. And one was in public holiday. For those of you who don't know, if you're working in a public holiday in Australia, you might get paid more 100% to 125% in that day. For example, if I get $30 per hour in Woolworths, I will get additional $40 for that hour, which means hourly I will get $70. But it's just for the public holiday. My hourly pay in Woolworths was $30 in weekdays and on weekends it was $38. Since I just worked 2 days and 22 hours, the total payment I got this week was $758 and $229. This extra came for the public holiday. This was the bonus I got for public holiday. And then I also had to pay a tax of $90 for that week, $91. So overall, I got $670 from Woolworths in that week. So I worked 2 days in Woolworths and got $690. I also worked 3 more days in Rebel for that week. I will show you how much I got for that week from Rebel, and then we can calculate the total earnings from that week. Before showing you my earnings from Rebel, let me tell you how I got this job, because this one was pretty challenging. Firstly, I sent my CV online and then gave an online test where they gave me some scenario-based questions and mathematical questions. When I successfully passed the test, they finally invited me for a group interview. The interview was super competitive. There were around 10 to 12 candidates and all of them were highly qualified. I really don't know what happened to me that day because I just got some confidence out of I don't know where. I was super confident and I totally aced my interview. I don't know how, but I was really flawless that day. Maybe it's my passion to work for such a retail store that gave me the confidence. So I was on the waiting list for a week and finally magic happened. Rebel sent me an email saying that my application was successful and my journey with Rebel was beautiful. I got to work with brands like Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. Also learned how to be an expert in sales and marketing. If you want to see more details of my job at Rebel, you can watch this video where I showed everything I do in a day at Rebel. It's time to reveal my earning from Rebel. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the payslip from Rebel for that week in April, so I'm showing here a different week. So this week is from September 11th to 17th. My rate in Rebel was $30.5 for weekdays, which is the base rate. And then I was paid $40.97 for Sundays. In that week, I worked total 16 plus 7, which is 23 hours. And the total money I earned was $828. And then $107 of tax was deducted. And my final pay was $721 from Rebel, which is just for 2 days. Combining my two jobs, I used to work on average 5 days a week. So I'm assuming I worked 3 more days at Woolworths for that week. And if I worked 3 days at Woolworths, I would get something approximately $800 to $900 for 3 days. So my total weekly earnings would be $720 plus $800, which would be like $1,500 a week. Wait, there is a twist. You shouldn't be expecting that amount of money right now. There are 2 reasons. Reason number 1, I was working as casual in both of the jobs, so my rate was very high. Also, if you're working as a casual, you might not get that much hours that I got. There might also be cases where you don't get a single shift in 2-3 weeks, and you can't complain because you're casual. That's your contract. On the other hand, if you're working part-time, you might not get paid as much as a casual, but you will have a fixed hours of work every single week, like 10 hours or 20 hours fixed. Also, you will get paid annual leaves and sick leaves when you're doing part-time. And the reason number 2 is the limited number of working hours for international students. For a limited period of time, the Australian government gave international students unlimited working rights, which is why I was able to work 30 to 40 hours a week and did not face any problem. But I think from 1st of June or 1st of July, the government is restricting the international students with 20 hours working rights for every week. Like, I think 40 hours per fortnight. So you won't be as lucky as me. But even then, if you can get a good job and work 20 hours every week, you can earn good money and live a good life. Also, if you have any questions regarding part-time jobs or full-time jobs or anything related to lifestyle in Australia, feel free to contact me on my Instagram or on my Facebook page. Also follow me on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok and Instagram for more content related to lifestyle in Australia. So hope you like this video, and if you have got any questions, let me know in the comment section. See you until next time with more interesting contents.